University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, by the end of tonight's match, we'll know the first of the 4 teams who'll be competing in the semi-final stage of this competition. Both teams playing for that place tonight already have one quarter-final victory behind them, so whoever wins tonight will go through, while the losers will get one final chance to stay in the contest. Now, the team from Liverpool University have managed to increase their score with every appearance. They came out of round 1 with 155 points, only 25 ahead of their opponents, the University of Sheffield, but they had a happier time of it in round 2 when they beat Glasgow University by 170 points to 105. Their first quarter-final win was by a 60-point margin at the expense of the University of Bristol. With an accumulated total of 500, let's let them reintroduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Ben Maudsley. I'm from Southport and I'm studying astrophysics.
Hi, my name is Jem Davis. I'm from Gull, New Edinburgh, and I'm studying for a Masters in Tropical Disease Biology.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Declan Crew. I'm originally from Liverpool and I'm studying for a BSc in Biochemistry.
Hi, I'm Hugh Hiscock. I'm from Southampton and I'm studying for an MA in French.
Now, the team from St Peter's College, Oxford, have also improved their score each time we've seen them. In round 1, they beat Sussex University by 205 points to 150. They met Selwyn College, Cambridge in round 2 and were 135 points ahead of them at the gong. And their first quarter-final total of 240 was exactly 3 times that of their opponents from Oxford Brookes University. With an accumulated total of 680 points, let's meet St Peter's again.
Hello, I'm John Armitage. I'm from Lancaster and I'm reading mathematics.
Hi, I'm Ed Roberts. I'm from London and I'm studying history.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Gabriel Trueblood. I'm from London and I'm studying medicine.
Hello, I'm Spike Smith. I'm from Maidenhead and I'm reading for a Masters in Mathematics.
Right, you all know the rules better than I do, I imagine, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Designed by the architect Luigi Moretti and partially funded by the Vatican, which 5-building apartment and business complex in Washington, D.C. was the scene of a burglary and the arrest...
Liverpool Davis.
Watergate Hotel?
No. And the scene of a burglary and the arrest of its 5 perpetrators in June 1972.
St Peter's Trueblood.
Watergate Building?
That's correct. The Watergate complex. It specifically wasn't the hotel. Right, let's take a set of bonuses for you then, St Peter's. They're on Greek islands. Which island group in the eastern Mediterranean includes Kos and Patmos and has a name meaning 12 islands?
Dodecanese.
Correct. Sharing their collective name with the area of the Mediterranean in which they're situated, which group of 7 principal islands includes Ithaca and Zakynthos?
Could be the Ionian Islands.
I think that's the Ionian.
The Ionian Islands?
Correct. Which group in the Aegean consists of numerous islands located in a roughly circular configuration around the island of Delos?
Pass.
The Cyclades. So, a starter question. What ordinal number links a 17th century Puritan sect that believed in the imminent rule of the saints, an alleged clandestine group of nationalist supporters in the Spanish Civil War, the constitution introduced in France in...
Liverpool Hiscock.
5th.
5th is correct, yes. Right, bonuses, Liverpool, on chemical elements. Which element with atomic number 31 has one of the lowest melting points of all the metallic elements at just under 30 degrees Celsius at standard pressure?
Gallium. Gallium.
Yeah. Gallium.
Correct. With a similar melting point to gallium, which element lies between rubidium and francium in Group 1 of the periodic table?
Yeah, cesium. Cesium.
Correct. And finally, which transition metal has the highest melting point of all the metallic elements, making it suitable for alloys used in heating and electronics?
Tungsten.
Correct. Time for another starter. 10 points for this, also known as Sydenham's chorea. Which disorder of the nervous system is characterised by involuntary tics in the limbs and face and takes its common name from an early Christian martyr whose feast day is June the 15th?
Liverpool Hiscock.
St Vitus Dance.
Correct. Liverpool, these bonuses are on 19th century art. Which group of artists and critics was formed at a meeting at the house of John Millais in London's Gower Street in the late 1840s?
Pre-Raphaelites.
Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, correct. One of the very noblest works of sacred art ever produced in this or any other age. That was John Ruskin's description of which painting by the Pre-Raphaelite artist William Holman Hunt begun when he was 21 years old. I need the precise 5-word title.
Oh dear, yeah, it is. I'm not a big fan. No idea.
It's the light of the world. It's the one with Christ holding the lantern. And finally, Beata Beatrix and Fazio's Mistress are later 19th century paintings by which other member of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood?
Rossetti.
Correct. 10 points for this. According to its creator, which painting originated in a panic attack he suffered during an evening walk near
Liverpool Crew.
Oh, sorry, I was Picasso, but no, never mind.
I'm sorry, you're going to lose 5 points. An evening walk near Christiana in
St. Peter's
1892.
True Blood.
The Scream.
The Scream by Edvard Munch, of course. Right, these bonuses are on words containing the vowel combination A-E-A, St. Peter's. In each case, give the word from the definition. Firstly, a 5-letter term for a hymn of thanksgiving for a victory in battle. It's used more generally for a tribute or other expression of praise.
Paean.
Paean.
Paean, yeah, sure. Secondly, the adjective that describes the system for assigning names to plants and animals drawn up by and named after an 18th century Swedish naturalist and explorer.
Linnaean.
Correct. And finally, the vast area comprising all of the continental crust of the Earth thought to have existed in the Permian and Triassic periods before breaking up into Gondwana and Laurasia.
Pangaea.
Correct. Right, we're going to take our first picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see an irrational number expressed as a continued fraction. For 10 points, I want you to identify the irrational number.
St. Peter's Smith.
Square root of 2.
It is the square root of 2, yes. So your picture bonuses are 3 more irrational mathematical constants, this time expressed as convergent infinite series. Again, in each case, I want you to identify the number to which each of the following series converges. Firstly, for 5.
E.
E is correct, yes. Secondly,
How many irrational numbers can you name? The golden ratio? Shall I leave you guys to it?
Yeah.
5? I don't know.
No idea. Try 5.
5?
phi is correct, yes, the golden ratio. And finally,
Yeah, that is pi.
Pi?
No, it is.
Pi?
pi is correct, yes. Everyone at home will have been working those out with great pleasure. Right, 10 points for this. Established in 1916, which office was initially occupied by Maurice Hankey, who had previously served as Secretary to the Committee of Imperial Defence? Later holders of the position include John Hunt, Robert Armstrong and Jeremy Haywood, who succeeded Gus O'Donnell in 2012.
St. Peter's Roberts.
Head of the Civil Service.
That's correct, yes. It's the Cabinet Secretary specifically, but it's the same post. Right, these bonuses are on heroes, St. Peter's. No man is a hero to his own valley. Dating back to 1694, this remark of the 17th century French society wit, Madame Cornwell, echoes which French essayist who observed that few men are admired by their servants?
Voltaire.
Voltaire, yeah.
I was going to say Voltaire. Who are you thinking of?
That one that begins with M.
Well, yeah, it's
Something. But okay.
No, it's, Voltaire.
No, it's Michel de Montaigne. In short, he was a perfect cavaliero and to his very valet seemed a hero. Who wrote these lines in the 1818 work Beppo, a Venetian story?
I guess Byron, but
Byron.
Correct. Go to Spain and get killed. The movement needs a Byron. These words were allegedly spoken by the communist leader Harry Pollitt to which poet who was a contemporary of Auden and MacNeice?
I remember this. I saw this somewhere recently. I don't remember. I mean, who else in Spain? Hemingway's in Spain, Orwell's in Spain. Poets. Yeah, that was really a poet.
Come on.
Hemingway?
No, it was Stephen Spender. 10 points for this. Listen carefully. A tennis ball of mass 50 grams travelling at 20 metres per second, is hit by a racket and travels back in the same direction it originated from at 30 metres per second. What, in Newton seconds, is the impulse imparted on the ball by the racket?
Liverpool Crew.
2.5.
Correct. Right, these bonuses are on an award, Liverpool. First awarded to William Smith in 1831, the Wollaston Medal is a mark of distinction in which field of scientific study?
It's in
Chemistry, maybe?
1861. It's really going to bother me.
Just guess something.
Chemistry.
No, it's geology. The fossilised remains of a dinosaur named Hylaeosaurus were discovered in Tilgate Forest by which geologist, the second recipient of the Wollaston Medal? He's now often regarded as having initiated the scientific study of dinosaurs.
Was he like the priest?
No ideas.
No idea, sorry.
Gideon Mantell. And finally, a fierce opponent and rival of Mantell, which Lancastrian geologist was awarded the Wollaston Medal in 1838 and is credited with coining the term dinosaur?
I don't know anything about.
Big on dinosaurs.
Sorry, nothing.
That was Richard Owen. 10 points for this. In the late 1890s, the intelligence officer, Colonel Picard, established that Major Ferdinand Esterhazy was the true culprit in the events that saw which French officer being...
Liverpool Hiscock.
Alfred Dreyfus.
Correct. Your bonuses are on time now, Liverpool. Together with Tokelau, which country in the Pacific Ocean skipped the date of December the 30th, 2011, in order to move from the eastern to the western side of the international date line?
Is it Samoa? I can't. Samoa.
Correct. In Rome, the year 46 BC was more than 2 months longer than usual because of the introduction of which calendar created by Sosigenes of Alexandria?
Julian.
Julian.
The Julian calendar is correct. 6 years after the Battle of Culloden and 4 years before the birth of Mozart, in which year did Britain adopt the new style Gregorian calendar with a loss of 11 days from the calendar that year?
1760. It's going to be a guess, isn't it? 1716.
No, it's 1752. Another starter question now. Which country is divided into 19 Markunat, or regions, including northern Ostrobothnia, southern Savonia and the autonomous region of Åland? It is the most densely forested country in Europe.
St Peter's Armitage.
Finland.
Correct. These bonuses, St Peter's, are on the Nobel Peace Prize. In each case, give the country of origin of the following Latin American recipients. Firstly, the 1980 recipient, Adolfo Pérez Esquivel, a founder of non-violent human rights organisations who opposed the military junta of his country during the period known as the Dirty War.
The Dirty War? I don't think so. Nicaragua?
No, it's Argentina. Secondly, Oscar Arias Sanchez, a head of state, awarded the prize in 1987 for his work for peace in Central America.
Could he be Mexican if he's working for Central America? Any ideas? But I was going to say Mexico because they might be a peacemaker in this. Mexico?
No, he's from Costa Rica. And finally, Rigoberta Menchú, who received the prize in 1992 for her work for social justice and ethno-cultural reconciliation based on respect for the rights of indigenous people.
Brazil, they've all got indigenous...
Brazil?
No, it's Guatemala. Right, we're going to take a music round. In a moment, you'll hear a piece of popular music. To get 10 points, you just have to give me the name of the artist performing.
Caesars had your troubles, widows had to cry. One mercenaries in cloisters sang, and the king must die.
Liverpool Maudsley.
Elton John.
Yes! It was released in 1970, so it's a prehistory for you, really. Anyway, it refers to the killing of rulers in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, Macbeth and Hamlet. For your bonuses, you're going to hear 3 more pieces of popular music, which all take their inspiration from the works of Shakespeare. In each case, give me the title of the play that inspired the song. Firstly.
Serve God, love me, and
What is it?
then since not the end. Live unbruised, we are friends.
Anyone?
Some
King Lear.
No, it's you've got the band, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of the songs. Yeah.
I'm amazed. No, that's Mumford & Sons, Sigh No More. It's based upon Much Ado About Nothing. So, secondly, the play I'm looking for here.
Every Day's Another Love Song. Maybe Romeo and Juliet.
No, that's Miss Macbeth by Elvis Costello. And finally...
Romeo and Juliet.
Well done, yes. Right, 10 points for this. What term came into use during the Peninsular War of 1808 to 1814 and refers to a small-scale campaign of attrition conducted by irregulars against the...
St. Peter's Trueblood.
Guerrilla.
Guerrilla is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses. St. Peter's are on the cranial nerves. Arising directly from the brain, the cranial nerves consist of how many pairs?
That's a weird way of putting it. Are there 12?
Correct. What is the name of the 5th and largest cranial nerve? It has 3 divisions, the ophthalmic, the maxillary and the mandibular nerves.
Trigeminal.
Correct. The 4th cranial nerve, the trochlear nerve, supplies the superior oblique muscle, which is partly responsible for the movement of what part of the body?
The eye.
Correct. 10 points for this. The discovery of the accepted molecular structure of which aromatic hydrocarbon with alternating single and double bonds is usually attributed to the 19th century German...
St. Peter's Trueblood.
Benzene.
Benzene is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time, St. Peter's, are on a historian born in Bolton in 1939. Which historian's works include general histories of Europe and of Great Britain and Ireland, the latter entitled The Isles?
Historians. Conquest. I don't know. Carlisle.
What, Thomas Carlyle?
He's
No, it's Norman Davis, who'd been mortified. He thought he was that old. Now, Davis's 1981 work, God's Playground, covers the history of which country? It joined the European Union in 2004.
God's Playground. Poland? Good guess. Poland?
Yes, you're right. Co-authored by Davis and published in 2002, Microcosm, Portrait of a Central European City, is a history of which city on the River Oder, the largest city of Western Poland?
City of Western Poland. Poznan? No, that's in West. Is it in the West? I don't know. Poznan or Krakow? Poznan or Krakow, guys. Which?
I'd say Krakow.
Come on.
Poznan.
No, it's Rossfire. 10 points for this. Known more formally as BWV211, Be Silent, Don't Chatter, a cantata by J.S. Bach, has a nickname reflecting a growing fondness for what beverage in Leipzig at the time of its composition?
Liverpool Hiscock.
Absinthe.
Nope. Anyone like to buzz from St. Peter's?
St. Peter's Trueblood.
Beer.
No, it's coffee. It's the coffee cantata. 10 points for this. The Lansdowne and the Athenaeum are among Gilbert Stuart's portraits of which US president? The latter work has since 1869 been used on the $1 bill.
Liverpool Hiscock.
Lincoln.
Anyone like to buzz from
St. Peter's Smith.
Washington.
Correct. Right, these bonuses, St Peters, are on shorter words that can be made using any of the 9 letters of the word challenge. In each case, give the word from the definition. Firstly, a form of clarified butter used in South Asian cooking and ritual.
Ghee.
Correct. Secondly, to cause minerals to drain from the soil by the action of percolating water.
Leech.
Correct. And finally, a shafted weapon used by cavalry. According to legend, that of King Arthur was given the name roan.
Lance.
Lance.
Lance is right. So we're going to take our second picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a portrait of a British political figure. 10 points if you can name him.
St Peter's Smith.
Wellington.
It is the Duke of Wellington, yes. The Duke of Wellington served as Chief Secretary of Ireland from 1807 to 1809, nearly 20 years before he became Prime Minister. For your bonuses, 3 more Prime Ministers who'd previously served as Chief Secretary of Ireland. Firstly, who is this? Who served as Chief Secretary in Ireland from 1812 to 18?
Is that Peel? Since he looks young.
No, don't think so.
Suggestions.
I have no idea.
18. I should know this. This would be.
It's a wig.
Yeah. Salisbury. Later. Maybe later. John Russell. Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Earl Grey.
No, that's Sir Robert Peel. Secondly, who's this? He served in the same post from 1884 to 85.
That's his name. Campbell Bannerman.
Is it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Campbell Bannerman.
Correct. Finally, who's this? He served as Chief Secretary from 1887 to 1891.
What's his name? Is that Balfour?
Is it Balfour?
I think it is.
Balfour.
It is Balfour, yes. Well done, Arthur Balfour. Right, 10 points for this. Which geometrical figure can be defined as the locus of points whose distance to a fixed point is a constant multiple of their distance to a fixed line, where the constant of proportionality is strictly less than 1 but greater than 0?
Liverpool Crew.
Hyperbola.
Anyone like to buzz from St Peters?
St Peter's Hermitage.
An ellipse.
Correct. Right, you get a set of bonuses on 11th and 12th century history, St Peters. What is the 2-word name of the King of Norway killed with his ally Tostig at the Battle of Stamford Bridge in 1066?
Harold Hardrada. Harold Hardrada.
Correct. Harold Smoothtongue and his half-brother Paul the Silent were earls of which Scottish island group in the 12th century?
Groups. Orkneys or Shepherds. Orkneys.
Correct. Born around 1017, Canute's son Harold I of England is commonly known by what nickname?
Harefoot.
Correct. 10 points for this. Born in Algiers in 1918, which French social philosopher rose to prominence in the 1960s with his attempt to fuse Marxism and structuralism in such works as For Marx and...
Liverpool Hiscock.
Louis Althusser.
Correct. Right, these bonuses are on thinkers associated with the Frankfurt School of Critical Theory, Liverpool. The Fear of Freedom and The Art of Loving are works by which German-born psychoanalyst and social philosopher?
Nominate Hiscock.
Marcuse.
No, it's Erich Fromm. Which German-born philosopher and cultural critic wrote The Authoritarian Personality and the Philosophy of Modern Music?
Nominate Hiscock.
Adorno.
Correct. And finally, One-Dimensional Man is an influential work by which political philosopher born in Berlin in 1898?
Marcuse.
That is Herbert Marcuse. Right, 4 minutes to go, 10 points for this. The adjective Cytherean was formerly used to denote which planet of the solar system, also known as Hesperus or the evening...
St Peter's Trueblood.
Venus.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses, this time on biology, St Peters. An organism described as being heterocont possesses what particular structure in different lengths? Its name derives from the Latin for whip.
Tails. It's got multiple tentacles. Tails.
No, it's flagella or flagellum. Believed to be associated with nitrogen fixation, what relatively thick cells occur at intervals on the filaments of cyanobacteria?
Cells.
Let's have an answer, please.
Rhizomes.
No, they're heterocysts. And finally, what is the general term for organisms that use organic compounds as a carbon and energy source?
Chemotrophic.
No, they're heterotrophs. There are about 3 minutes to go, and there's 10 points for this. Born in Tournai, who landed in southwest England in 1497 in the guise of Richard, Duke of York, in an attempt to overthrow King Henry VII. He was captured in Hampshire and executed 2 years later.
Liverpool Davis.
Richard III.
No, anyone like to buzz from
St Peter's Roberts.
Simnel.
No, it was Perkin Warbeck. 10 points for this. Part of the South Atlantic subtropical gyre, the Benguela Current takes its name from a seaport in which African country?
St Peter's Trueblood.
Angola.
Correct. You get bonuses on public holidays in Japan. Firstly, for 5, Showa Day on April the 29th marks the birthday of which royal figure who died in 1989?
Emperor Hirohito.
Correct. May the 3rd is a public holiday that marks what political reform of 1947? Opponents often describe it as having been coerced by the United States.
Relinquishment of godhood, is it? Something like that. Don't know what it's actually called.
Nominate Armitage.
The relinquishment of godhood.
No, it's Constitutional Memorial Day. And finally, known as Shunbun and Shubun, public holidays in March and September mark what astronomical phenomenon?
The equinoxes, the January 1st.
Spring and autumn equinoxes.
Correct. 10 points for this. Who in 1936 became the first US dramatist to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. His works include Desire Under the Elms and Long Day's Journey into Night. I'll tell you.
St Peter Smith.
Eugene O'Neill.
Correct. Yes. Right, you get bonuses on regions of Spain this time, St. Peter's. The port of Santander on the Bay of Biscay is the capital of which region of Spain?
Southwest. Galicia, is that southwest?
It's north, isn't it? Bay of Biscay?
Yes,
It's like Bilbao.
That's the Basque.
Let's have it, please.
Basque Country.
No, it's Cantabria. De facto capital of the Castile-Leon region, which city was the principal residence of the kings of Castile in the 15th century?
That's Seville. Is it? Is it de facto? I didn't hear. Is it Madrid or?
Come on.
Seville.
No, it's Valladolid. And finally, situated on the Guadalquivir River, which city is the capital of Andalusia? And at the gong, it's Seville, by the way. At the gong, Liverpool have 100, St Peter's, Oxford have 245. Well, you're going to have to work again to get to the semi-finals, I'm afraid, Liverpool. You come back and have another go. 2 victories are necessary to get through to the semi-finals. So I'm afraid you're not going to make the semis on tonight's performance, but you could do it next time, who knows. St Peter's, many congratulations. You become the first team to go through to the semi-finals. Well done. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match, but until then, it's goodbye from Liverpool University.
Bye.
It's goodbye from St Peter's College, Oxford.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.